The order at 6:30. I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes from September 10th, 2019.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the minutes from September 10th, 2019, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. Additions and deletions, we need to add under highway the road and bridge standards approval. And under new business, just the audit, annual audit. Anybody else have any additions or deletions? Mhm. Then, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to take the agenda out of order and do the members of the public first.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. So, from members of the public, you want to do, are you in a real hurry, Irv, or would you like to see or hear the
What?
discussion on the Plumb Road?
Where you going? I say, go ahead where you're going.
Okay, we do have a couple of bids to open this evening. I'm assuming that's why you're here. Okay. We can go ahead and do the bids for Plumb Road first.
Yes, and I would like to say that the meeting was scheduled on Plum Road at 9 o'clock that morning. We did have 2 contractors show up for that meeting. We had a 3rd contractor show up late for that meeting. He did arrive before I left the site, and he did submit a bid. So I just wanted to make that clear that we did have a 3rd one, but he was late. He did receive the same information everybody else did. So I'm just making everyone aware of that.
Okay, so that said, we have 2 bids. One is from A.S. Clerk. Get this dull letter from her in there. Yeah, you better move over, Crystal. That's my bad arm. Okay, A.S. Clerk. We bid for $41,880 to ditch approximately 2,000 feet on Plum Road. Align the ditch with stone, do dam checks where applicable as per specs, all ditch materials to be hauled to the town pit. Prices include 2 certified flaggers with signage when necessary. Upon acceptance of the bid, we will provide a copy of certificate of insurance. Okay, so that
What
was
was the?
$41,880. Okay, the second bid, and Carl, you'll need to make note of those amounts in the minutes. And the second bid is from Hunter Excavating. Oops, I do it right. And I'm pleased to submit a proposal for your upcoming roadwork project. My proposal is a lump sum total of $24,000 per RFP documents provided. Thank you for the opportunity, and it's signed by Hunter Capitalist.
Yes.
So that was the second
What was the
bid.
amount?
$24,000.
For the same work?
I'm assuming they all saw the same
On
thing.
the same project and.
It's the same project. It's dictated by Act 64. They have to use the same material. It's inspected by Wyndham Regional. This is their project. They're offering the grant for the project. The area to be done was staked out, so everyone saw the same distance.
So those are your 2 options. Someone like the proposal?
The 3rd person didn't put a bid in?
No.
Someone, anyone?
I'd make a motion to go with Hunter Excavating's bid of $24,000 for the Plum Road project.
Is there a second?
I just want to make note the amount of the grant. This exceeds the amount of the grant, so we will not only have to pay the 20% match of what we're eligible for the grant,
Right.
we'll have to pay what's over
Right.
to do this.
To the extent of?
So it's 17,000 and change from Wyndham Regional. We kick in 20%, so that brings it up to almost 21,000. Then we'll have to kick in another $3,000 to get to the 24.
Right. Okay, everybody catch the logistics? All right, any further discussion then? So all those in favor of awarding the bid to Hunter Excavating to complete the Plum Road project in a total lump sum of $24,000, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? The motion passes. So Carla,
Yes.
I don't know if you're gonna need, are you from Hunter?
No, not Clark.
Oh, okay. You're gonna need to notify them tomorrow of the award, and then let us know, we'll need a certificate of insurance from them before the work is to begin, and it didn't specify time.
Well, I explained to all the contractors that came on site, this grant program initially needed to be completed by the end of October, and the monies were not available until, it didn't come out until August. Because towns were having a hard time getting a hold of contractors that had time to complete it by October, it was extended to June, and that information was shared with everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
So you will need to let them know that, if you would please, in the morning. All righty. Then, other member of the public, I guess, is Mr. Stoll.
Well, it's probably not my business, but it is, 'cause it's my taxpayers' money. But over here on the common, what used to be Papali's place, they're redoing the driveway, and not only that, he's had signs up that land he don't even own to keep telling people to keep off the grass. And he's got, at least 5 or 6 inches of timbers up on both sides that are higher than the grass. Now, it's a liability to the town if somebody catches their toe on it and sues the town. And not only that, his driveway shouldn't come in any higher than the edge of the road. And they put gravel in, but also there was a guy there, I know who it was, that was apparently checking up about paving it. And so, in fact, if you come along with a wing down at ground level, you'd catch them pieces. And the liability part of it, for somebody tripping over it and falling and getting hurt, is another big thing. So I just thought I'd bring it to the board's attention and so they could do something about it before it went any further. And plus there's a sewer line underneath that piece of property.
One question I did have during fair days, are we mowing that section in front of
No,
that house? No, he's mowing it?
well, yeah, he takes care of the mowing part.
Well,
But he might think he owns out to the road, but he doesn't.
no, he
He
doesn't.
only owns them stone posts. And that goes right up across it up to the school. And then there's a jog in it from there to the school and then comes out to the road.
Okay. I will take a look at it.
Anything else?
That's it.
That's it, just one thing tonight, huh? Okay. Well, we certainly will take a look at that, because I did notice the signs with keep off the grass, and that is a potential problem, because there are times that area was used, or in the past, that was
I know
used.
we had to research it at the time for the sewer lines
Yeah.
and stuff.
Now, sewer lines in front of the house?
For the school.
It's between the post and the edge of the road. It comes out of the grade school and the parsonage and the hospital.
Yeah, the big tank for the school sits right on the corner of that property anyway.
According to the map, there's 3 different parcels, but there's one little number there, and I was wondering if that was where the septic tank was, or...
There was, several years ago, there was some kind of a right-of-way deeded. There was a dispute between the school and Papali's at that particular time. And I know there was some kind of a border adjustment made to the school property.
There's a little parcel right from there out through to the road that shows it's, I don't know, only like
It wasn't much, yeah.
2/10 of an acre or less. But I said, that's according to the map.
Yeah. Now, like I said, there was some kind of an arrangement made or done with the school, with Papali's several years ago, where they dealt with that discrepancy between the borderline of the school and the old, what they call it, the carriage house or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some kind of an adjustment done there, so that's probably what you're seeing on the map.
But I know that them were all, I'd say they was probably offsprings of the school property according to the numbers.
Probably.
Because that other house is a lot different number than those three little parcels. One of them was a parsonage, and then it was the school and this other little piece of property.
Okay, well, we'll certainly take a look at what's going on out front on
But
Common
you don't
Road.
wanna wait too long, because if he had right there this morning, I don't know, he was measuring, so I figured and he was from a paving outfit, so.
Well,
Be there tomorrow.
it could be an issue if they decide to pave over that, because technically, they have to go through and rip up that sewer line. It could get to be
Yep,
an issue.
I mean, they won't hit the sewer line, but it's in there.
right.
But if they have to go in and do any work on it, yeah. Okay, so thank you very much for bringing that to our attention. Like I said, I noticed the signs, but I didn't notice any other work going on over there.
Thank you, Irv.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, now, so are there, Ms. Davis, do you have anything as member of the public?
No.
Okay. Then you're not a member of the public, you don't have anything? Okay. Moving back up to the agenda then, we'll move on to the warrants.
Make a motion to pay payroll, check warrant number 1, in the amount of $11,320.34.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of paying payroll warrant number 1 in the amount of $11,320.34, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes.
Make a motion to pay check warrant. Should be number 2, in the amount of $4,799.57.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of paying payroll tax warrant number 2 in the amount of $4,799.57, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes.
Make a motion to pay check warrant number 3, general fund, in the amount of $2,078.50.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of paying, I think he did.
I did.
Okay. Paying general fund warrant, number 3 in the amount of $2,078.50, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? The motion passes.
Make a motion to pay check warrant number 4, in the amount of $27,250.43.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of paying general fund warrant number 4 in the amount of $27,250.43, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes.
Make a motion to pay check warrant number 5, out of the highway fund, the amount of $23,043.68.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none?
Point of order.
Yep.
You wrote for him, when if it's to do with him, he shouldn't be seconding him.
Oh, okay, well, that's fine. So we have-
Second.
That's the way it is.
Any-
Conflict of interest.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of paying highway warrant number 5 in the amount of $23,043.68, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes.
Make a motion to pay check warrant number 6, out of the equipment fund, the amount of $2,131.81.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of paying equipment warrant number 6 in the amount of $2,131.81, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. So moving on to the highway for reports.
Roadside mowing is ongoing. We are currently on Townsend Acres. Tree cutting is continuing. We're currently working on Winslow. And I have a Townsend business that is dumping in our recycling bins, so I was wondering if Carla could send a letter for us.
Certainly. Are into the recycling?
Yes,
Okay, do we know who it is?
yes, I do.
Do you not want to say on camera, is that,
Mary Myers.
okay? And is it the catalogs, or is it,
It's cardboard, it's office materials, it's white paper,
okay,
a lot of cardboard.
there would be. All righty, well, you will write a letter to them and saying that essentially the recycling is not available to commercial customers. You need to make arrangements to haul off their recyclables on their own. Okay. Anything else? Any questions about the highway? What's going on? No? All right, then I do have a quote from Cintas. We talked about uniforms. I guess the uniforms are, no, it's still there. And the quote for the different uniforms, you've got a copy of it, Steve?
Yes,
Was for $87.36 per week. And that was for the uniforms plus the jackets, is that correct?
it's the high visibility work shirts, the jeans,
And the bomber
And the
jacket,
bomber
2
jacket.
jackets per person, and then at the bottom is the rags.
the rags, right. And currently,
Currently, I think it's
It's
88.
82 or 83, I think, somewhere around there. They just did a price increase.
it's 88, it's
Is it
8806, I think.
8805.
Oh, 5.
So they're right there together.
Yeah, but how many increases have we had in the past?
Way too many.
Yes.
It's gone up like steadily all the time without
And we keep
any,
having it rated
without
back
any
in.
sort of like schedule, it just goes up. It could be in 36 days, it could be in 63 days, it could be in 120 days.
There's no schedule or
We're
warning.
going up and up and up with the other company.
Well, the only thing I will say is we do have a contract with them, and we'll have to take a look at the provisions of getting out of that contract. I think this latest price increase would allow us to leave within a certain amount of time if we wanted to
But
move
the only
into it.
thing with the contract is that we're roped in, they're not. So their price can change, but our situation can't.
No, but if they change the price that we agreed to originally, that we have a certain amount of time to accept that or to not.
Yeah.
And if we don't accept it, then the contract would become null and void, is my point. Plus, we received essentially a dunning notice from them saying that we had not paid them for 5 weeks,
I got a call as well.
when in fact, a check had been cut, and we were completely up to date at that point in time. So, given the fact that they can't seem to keep it straight, but when we paid, when we haven't paid and whatnot, it might be time to look at something a little bit different.
Just for my 2 cents. And again, we haven't allowed UniFirst to do an apples-to-apples quote on what we're looking for. What I'm looking for, what's important to me, is the high visibility shirts, which anybody who's in a highway truck needs to be wearing the minute they open that door and step out of that truck. And currently we have gray button-down shirts, and if we don't have a vest in the truck, or somebody forgets to put on a vest, and they step out of that vehicle, they're breaking the law, and they could get hit by a car. So it'd be nice to have the high visibility shirts where it's part of your uniform, that you have it on all the time, and we don't have to deal with these flimsy vests that get caught on brush and get torn very easily. So,
Any further discussion?
What do you think we spend on vests?
the vests are not, they're not expensive, but
No,
you're
but
constantly,
they're consumables.
they're consumables.
Yeah.
Any more? Any further?
We currently are not getting rags from,
Yes, we are.
we are?
Yes.
Oh, I thought we canceled the rags. Okay.
Would someone like to make a motion to consider it, to,
No, I would, go ahead.
Steve, do you want to call up, what is it, UniFirst and get an apples to apples quote, or do you want to just switch to Cintas?
I want the high visibility shirts. My sense is UniFirst is not gonna come in cheaper than Cintas. They are not, because they're more expensive than the grays. And the grays already are more expensive than Cintas with the high visibility. So it's not apples to apples, but I know it's not gonna come in cheaper than Cintas.
Right.
I'd make a motion to accept Cintas's bid, I guess is what you call it,
It's a proposal, right?
proposal for the
Weekly.
high visibility jacket, high visibility shirts, the jeans, the jacket, and the towels.
Second.
$87.36 per month,
Per week.
that too.
I wish it was per week.
Well, I was just figuring we'd throw it out.
Oh,
see
that's
if
what
it's
I said,
acceptable.
everybody caught it, huh? Perfect.
I think pending our ability to
Get out.
get out of the contract with
Without penalty.
Universe. Right. Second.
Any further discussion on that? Hearing none, all those in favor of potentially, let's put it that way, contracting with Cintas for high visibility work uniforms for the highway department, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions, the motion passes. Okay, so there's that. Now, the gravel crushing award, I don't know where you ended up with that.
So, did you get the Hunter proposal?
I just got this.
No, for the gravel crushing.
Yeah, the one I have received,
Yes.
I gave it on to you, right?
So we had received one bid for gravel crushing, that was from Fitzpatrick at $5.50 a yard. He missed 5 start dates after calling him weekly repeatedly because I need material to do culverts before the season's over. And he never showed up. He had equipment problems, and like I said, he missed 5 start dates. So I brought it to Kathy's attention, and we had a quorum at a BCA meeting, and I was able to find a contractor that could do the crushing for the same price and could start right away. And we decided to go ahead and move forward with that, and we would ratify that tonight.
Anybody have any questions?
And I would like to say, I did talk to Mike and tell him that I was doing this, and he was relieved and told me that he cannot keep up with his breakdowns, and he was sorry, and that's it.
Okay.
So it sounds like to make a motion
I
to,
would move that we ratify the gravel crushing acceptance from, is it Hunter?
Hunter?
From Hunter for the gravel crushing that we had contracted with Fitzpatrick for.
okay. I have it printed. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any further discussion on that? Will this will get you then the gravel you need before the end of the season?
It'll get me the gravel I need before the end of the month.
Ah, even better. So it was an estimated 7,000 cubic yards is what it was. And
Okay.
and that includes all the equipment in the pit to actually crush and move. All right, so all those in favor of accepting or ratifying the gravel crushing award to Hunter Excavating to do approximately 7,000 cubic yards of gravel this fall, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? The motion passes. So you'll be able to let him know. I assume you want... Do you want to let him know? Because Carla's going to be speaking to him about the other piece as well. Or do you want to take care of that? Or do you want to have Carla do both?
No, I'll take care of it.
You take care of both?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And then I think you can give me anticipated start date for the Plumb Road project, which I need to know.
Okay. Then the other piece we have is the road and bridge standards, which it came to our attention that we hadn't filed them. We have them, but
We haven't filed the latest one
Okay.
after Act 64.
If you can keep up with him, you're doing well. Okay, so the legislative body of the municipality of Townshend hereby adopts the following road and bridge standards which apply to construction, repair, maintenance of town road and bridges. And it goes on to specify what needs to happen, and Steve can fill you in on what that is.
It's stone lining ditches, it's taking care of water erosion control, it's taking care of storm runoff that goes into perennial streams, or now they're calling it hydraulically connected. So it's to ensure water quality, road erosion, what degree the roads have to be graded so the water sheets off the road. So it's just new standards that they have come up with. And adopting these standards allows us to continue with grants. We'll be eligible for up to 2 grants a year, one from Wyndham Regional and one from V-Trans, to help come in compliance with these new requirements.
Okay, any questions? Would someone like to make a motion to adopt these road, see, what do they officially call them? Road and bridge standards
I move to adopt the road and bridge standards.
for the town
Second.
of Townsend. Is there any discussion? No? Hearing none, all those in favor of adopting the road and bridge standards signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. It's really hard to talk on breaks, just so you all know.
That's why I cannot take minutes.
I don't do things, well, 2 things at once.
I started,
7 minutes, you shouldn't be talking.
well, yeah, I know.
Usually.
Okay, so
I started writing down
the,
the
is that
things
the,
that
anything
were-
else with the highway other than the Sursosimo bid? We did get clarification on, from Sursosimo Industries, that the winter sand was going to be at the same amount it was delivered last year, which is $13.75 delivered.
Yep.
Okay. We just should ask for clarification on that. So then moving on, town clerk, this isn't the time, not the end of the month, so there isn't a counter report. Treasurer,
Excuse me. In your sweep account, you have $1,476,836.57. Your checking account, $146,851.11. And if you're wondering, because there's somebody under 30,000 less in it, I was at the bank about an hour before she had this printed, so they hadn't taken it off yet. So, and I put in about between 115 and 116,000 today.
well, that takes care of the bills.
Maybe your bills.
No, the bill's here. Any questions? Alrighty, then on to correspondence. I don't believe there was any that we need to address in open session. No? Alright, we've already done members of the public. Old business, the update on septic health issue. Carla, did you ever hear from Dr. Schaefer?
I have not.
We might want to.
He was on vacation again last week.
We might just want to
I
touch
had
base.
vacation the week before too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must be nice to have vacation.
Yeah.
You might just want to touch base with him and just remind him that we need to have some kind of an inspection done of that septic system.
For 2 weeks.
Just so that we can actually get that taken care of. And then we've already dealt with the Sursosimo winter sand that came in at what we said, and we've already opened the bid. Boy, I might get to my reading and the reading going. Okay, so that takes care of any old business. Anybody have anything else that I've overlooked or forgotten?
I think so.
Then the new business, the annual audit starts tomorrow. This will be the final year of the accrued auditing.
Yep.
And
The
then-
cash.
And
Cash after that.
they will be moving forward with that as of this fiscal year. But they will be auditing the accrual for last year. So this will be our last year. We hope it goes well. This is a new auditing firm. And hopefully they'll put more effort into getting this accomplished so that we don't have to push so late into the year trying to get the town report out, because we've been hung up on the audit the last few years. Okay, is there any other new business that we need to deal with? No? Then I will entertain a motion under 1 VSA 313A4 to move into executive session to begin public, or evaluations of public employees.
So moved?
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of moving into executive session signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Abstentions? The motion passes. So we will begin that then this afternoon.
So you're not expecting a decision?
There will, evaluation there would not be.